Welcome to My Games That Weren't. This is a series in which I talk about indie games that made it to the prototype stage, but never any further. Without further ado, let's get the wheel up to see what we're talking about today. Oh, where is it? Oh. It's over here this time. Steampunk Stan. This game has a special place in my heart because it was the first game idea that I ever came up with. Yeah, Steampunk Stan. We're going back all the way to 2017 for this game. So this was one of my projects that I was working on for my first year at college. And this is sort of the first time I ever delved into game design, and I think was probably one of the reasons why I wanted to go down that route. So without further ado, let's go through some of the old concept art, some of the old ideas, and the game was revisited in a future year, so we'll have a look at that as well. Also, we might have some playable things at the end of the video, so just stay tuned. Alright, so I'm going to refresh my memory and go on to the pitch deck that I had. So the initial title design, I went through a few changes, but I actually really like the sort of hand-drawn one. Also with this one down here, it had a little steam pumping off the T. But the T looks tiny compared, it also looks like an R. It looks like an R. Steampunk Stan. Alright, here was the initial concept of the character Stan. So I had the idea of having like almost like a robot with one eye, and he would sort of be very expressive. I don't think initially I wanted it as like a pixel art game. Maybe I did, but I had ideas of like creating a bomb that would be happy, and then as he gets angrier, he just explodes. I remember for the task for this game was just to come up with a concept of the game and not actually create the game itself. So there isn't actually any gameplay on this project, but we might have some gameplay in the future. We'll keep going. Here we go. Here's the initial colour scheme for Steampunk Stan. I really like how I did animate the steam coming off his head. The idea of this game was this robot called Stan is put to sleep for 30 years and wakes up and the world is in ruin and he must save the day. So here are the enemy designs. The Unibug on his little unicycle. The Robo-Flea chucking, I think that's bowling balls down at the player. And a Nipper Crab that looks a bit like, the early enemy in Sonic the Hedgehog. Also he had bigger claws in the concept art. And animating the concept art as well. Nice one, Sound from the past. Very cool. I also realised just now, the animation for the Unibug is actually going backwards. I'm sure that was intentional. But that was when the original idea of the one eye was still there. So the enemies was Team Mutiny, was the bad robots, the bad steam powered robots. So for this piece I created a concept art section of what the game could look like. So here is also the concept art of what the character used to look like in the world. And here we go. One of the main focuses of this unit was creating a poster for the game. So I had some ideas of having like a spanner be your weapon that you take with you. So here was the initial idea. I had like a wall. I don't know why I chose to have a wall in the background. And then it sort of developed more and more. There we go, and we can aspire to have something on the Switch. There's just some concept art of what it could look like. E for everyone. See, no murder in my games. Okay, here's a little bit of art to show where he developed over his what happened over the 30 years. Also, I've realised the dead-on sprite of Steampunk Stan. No! How's it taken me so long to realise that he's one pixel out of being... Oh no! He's one pixel out of being completely... that is so sad. I forgot one pixel. Well, the game wasn't going to work then. It wasn't going to work. And now I can't stop saying it every single... Oh no. Oh no. He's one pixel out of being perfect. Poor Steampunk Stan. Right, we're zooming forwards. 2017 was when this concept came out. But we're going to go forwards into 2020, when I did a Christmas project called Project Stan. So for this project, it literally only took a couple of days in GB Studio, and I basically just wanted to revisit the idea and test out bringing the character back. And yeah, this was December 2020. So Steampunk Stan, he's been split over 3 years. This was basically trying to bring the project to GB Studio and see if I could make something work. in that world. You know what? At the end of this video, I'm going to make this demo available. So if you like what you see with Steampunk Stan, this was very much like a prototype project. So there were a lot of placeholder images and placeholder enemies. Like the enemies in the game are like these turnip people that are in GB Studio as like your template assets. So the game wasn't really finished, and it had no intention of being finished. It was just meant to be a Christmas project that lasted only a couple of days. The demo starts off with Steampunk Stan waking up. It's one bit of the demo where you start walking up this like big tower, or like jumping up this big tower. But yeah, this was, I think, let's have a look, because I think this might be one of the first GB Studio games they ever made. Okay, so this was just after the Land of Greed. It's interesting that with the GB Studio version of the game, I opted to go for the old colour scheme for the character, and sort of the idea of it didn't have like a little steam funnel. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't have a steam funnel, because that was the whole point in the project. Maybe I just forgot about the steam funnel. Ooh, what's the time? It's timeline time. Right. Ooh, what? It's all the way over there. What's it doing over there? There's a couple projects on the spinner now that are from before the timeline, so maybe I'll increase the size of it as we put more games on there. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed having a little look at Steampunk Stan, and the demo for the Christmas 2020 release is going to be available on my itch, so give it a scratch. It'll never get old. Yeah, no, I'll put it on my itch page, so give it a go. Watch out for that turnip, because his hitbox is weird, and I shouldn't have died then. Also, at the end of the game, I link to my Instagram, which is now a different name, so don't look at me there. Look at Sam Clearden Games. Oh, that's the theme tune of what I'm doing at the moment. What am I working on at the moment? I've just released a video showing the development of my stop motion. So, if you haven't seen that, go give it a look. I've also been doing modelling with clay to get the set created for my short film that's coming in December. So have a little look for that. And yes, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.